Alright, so I was really excited about this one. I can't believe I forgot which one was in this box, because I knew it was one of the ones that I was like, I paid more for, and I was like really excited to try it because it looked really nice. And yeah, it was like pretty much the most expensive one out of all the ones I ordered. So of course I got to open it first. And it's got this really nice like just plain black box with this like gold foiling. Looks really professional. It's just a yo-yo inside. And this is the Huatian Holiday2. I'm not sure about the first one. It could be like Huatian or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't really speak Chinese or know how to pronounce the English writing of a Chinese word. But I do know it's called the Holiday2, and it is on AliExpress. So if you want this, it's like $50 on AliExpress, free shipping probably. And it's first impressions, it's like freaking clean. The Anna is really nice. Like for this price, it's like a really nice Anna. Feels like it's got a nice grind finish. I already knew it had this V-shaped bearing, which my two favorite bearings are probably the V-shape and the center track. I like the center track the best though, but I do like the V-shape pretty well. The other one I like is the grooved concave. I think people call them like crucial bearings. It's like a concave, but it has a groove for the string to stay in. I like those okay, but center track's really like the best yo-yo bearing. So, but this is the second best, which is this V style, which sometimes I go back and forth between which one I actually like better, whether I like the V style or the center track. But yeah, it's pretty much flawless. I'm really excited to try what this thing, or try to see how smooth it is. So I got a string here. I already pre-melted it and pre-cut it anyway, so that way I can just throw it on. Oh no. It's real close to being perfect. I can't, it's almost at the point where it's like hard to tell if it's just the fact that it's got a powdered finish that's causing the nail vibe, or if it's like actually the yo-yo. But I'd say like, I mean, it doesn't get much closer than that, but I'm gonna say it's got vibe, like just barely though. For $50 Chinese yo-yo though, I usually expect like really high quality, like no vibe at all. So, but it's so like, I mean, it's hardly anything. I'd still say like it's pretty much like top standard. You could only really get smoother with like G squared or Ahe. But I guess YoYo, I've had way smoother stuff from YoYo, but really not bad at all. Like, the binds are really nice too, like the pads that this thing has. I don't know, they look like those pink faded pads that are like the high-end ones. Feels like it's got some power to it. Sounded like it dinged it, but I just hit it on some plastic. Don't worry, it's safe. It's not bad on stability either. For being, it's got the standard like 65 grams with like the standard 55 or 43 width, and like is it 56 millimeter diameter, something like that. I mean, it's all the ones I ordered were pretty much standard, like what everybody wants these days. And I can get the exact dimensions and post them up, but it was pretty much a extremely standard yo-yo. But it's got these like really nice, and you can definitely do thumb grinds on both the inner lip and the outer lip of this yo-yo, which is kind of interesting. It's got like this nice, kind of like what CLYW does with the second rim, the inner rim. And I guarantee you could probably do finger spins on this. What's the grind finish like? Grind finish isn't bad at all. It's not like super good. That's pretty good. That's like, it doesn't really get too much better than that. And you can tell it's not going to cut string like a G squared does, or something that's got like a really rough grind finish. But this one's got like a smoother one that it's reminiscent of, actually reminds me a lot of the Orbis. Similar shape too, like a organic V shape. It's got the inner rings and everything, but it's definitely different. I like this one a lot better. It's way better colors, but the grind finish is almost identical. See how it handles weave tricks. Yeah, with that V bearing, it does the V tricks, or the weave tricks pretty well. The V bearing, it doesn't have much grippiness, like concaves. When you start wrapping the string around like that, like in figure eights, it'll kind of like feel snaggy. But the V bearing is really good for not being too snaggy, and the gap's like spot on with this one, to where it's not going to be snaggy but still like binds perfect. Yeah, I think it's pretty good yo-yo. I'd say definitely worth 50 for a Chinese, but I mean, I like it better than most yo-yo factories, and those are like 50, so not like a huge fan of Yo-Yo Factory, but I like some of their stuff, like kind of like the Aviator and the Pivot, Checkpoint Pivot, but I don't know. I think Yo-Yo Factory's overhyped. So that's the Huatian Holiday2. Pretty good yo-yo, not bad price, kind of on the high side. I wouldn't go for it unless you really like the shape, really like the colors, design, whatnot. But it plays good. It's nearly dead smooth, but not quite there. I mean, most people would probably say it's dead smooth, but I got really high standards for that. So it seems to be about the quality of an Aldi, but as if they took an Aldi and upgraded the bearing, upgraded to like clear silicone pads, and just designed a little bit cleaner, little bit more fancier looking yo-yo, more boutique, and added a really nice, like really good color to it, like a really nice splash. I've never seen a splash quite like this. It's super metallic. It's got like that feathered look. It's just, I mean, the colors is really what makes this yo-yo great, as well as like the aesthetics of the design. It just looks really good to me, and that's why I went for it. If you guys want it, I got a link in the description, and I'd definitely recommend it if you like the design. It plays, I mean, it plays pretty standard, and it's got pretty good rim weight and just great spin times, good power, and it just feels like a standard V shape. That's it. Hope you guys like the review.